Alright, I'm tying the Smurf Midge. This is one of my patterns that I use oftentimes when I'm fishing less than technical fisheries where it'd be either a wintertime situation and you just need to move some fish and the fish are not going to be splitting hairs. Around here, the Arkansas River, the Eagle River, the lower South Platte, Roaring Fork, rivers like that is where this will have its time and place. Try fishing this on the top of the Taylor. They'll probably laugh at you, but nonetheless it's a good kind of a tractor midge through the seasons, especially this time of year, being winter. So the bead I'm using on this is a Killer Caddis bead, and the color is blueberry, and I'm using a blue size or a blue size small wire for the body. And I'm just tying this blue wire right up along the side of the hook, come down the bend a little bit, and then I'll take one wrap behind and then continue forward. Now I just want to make sure that my underbody stays nice and smooth so that I don't get any ribs or lumps when I spin this wire forward. Okay, so now I'm going to take the wire and just make sure that each wrap lays right up against the previous so that there's not any under thread or minimal under thread showing through. And obviously the name Smurf Midge comes from the blue body that is pretty predominant in this fly, and then the use of that blueberry colored caddis bead or Killer Caddis bead. So that's a clear glass bead just with a little bluish purple tint to it. So I'll leave a little bit of room there because that's where my top half of the fly is going to go. So right there, that is the main body part. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie in some wings, and I'm using a purple UV crystal flash for the wings. And what I do is I just cut it in two different pieces. So I have two different pieces. I cut that a little too short. Let me do that again. So I have two separate pieces, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie them in on this side, my side that is, two on that, and then I'll take a few wraps back and then pull these other two over to this side so that it just makes a little bit more pronounced wing coming out of there. And then I can always make them shorter if I feel it's necessary, but for now this is on a 24/88. This one in particular is a size 18, and I'll tie it all the way down to I'll go to 22 on this, but 20 and 18s are probably what I fish the most of. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some black peacock ice dubbing, and I'm going to build a little thorax on it. And I don't necessarily need this thorax to be super bound down when I dub it. If a little bit of it shines through, that's great, and by shine through you'll understand on the next step of this fly. Just like that. Now the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dun colored ostrich herl, and this is a easy soft hackle partridge or whatever substitute, because these fibers are just very soft, and yet they're long enough that you can do some things with them. So what I'm going to do is I just tied that in, and I'll probably do 1 or 2 spins like that. Grab that. Now I'm going to break that out. Just pull it. Now I kind of wet my fingers and just sweep everything back like so that it covers that thorax. Just like that. One thread wrap just to keep it in place there. And now I'm going to whip finish. Try not to cut any fibers out. And you cut that out. So you can see that it's got a little bit of movement to it, a little bit of wing bud showing through there. And you know, you could play around with some different wire body colors. You could put a clear bead on the front, black body to be more natural. But this one, for the river types I mentioned, has been very productive for me.